Alright, hello everybody. Hello. I am Darkside and welcome to a daily update video. Today is Friday, November 25th, 2016, better known as Black Friday. This is the day after Thanksgiving in the United States of America, where traditionally there are big deals to be had at brick and mortar stores across the nation. Now, normally I don't participate in this, and normally I wouldn't even honestly leave the house today because of the crazy amount of people who seem to head out and try to get these deals, whether it's for gift giving or for themselves. Who knows, right? What their real intentions behind everything actually are. But that being said, I had to head out today, which normally, like I said, normally I wouldn't. I actually had to head out today. And sorry, I know you hear a little bit of noise in the background. I was just adjusting a setting on my PS4. Because Leanna had to work. And, you know, she has a part-time job. Although she works a lot of hours at this part-time job, more than a normal part-time job. And she had to work today. And she had to go in at 8 in the morning. And I told her, I said, listen, you know, you're going to be tired regardless. It's super early in the morning. Let me drive you to work. Being that this week in particular, right, I'm not live streaming, which is great that I'm not live streaming this week. The past couple of days were great. On Wednesday, I was able to trim my Christmas tree and get that up. Yesterday, I had my big Thanksgiving celebration, and I even spent some time on the phone with my parents. We walked through all of the health insurance available for me next year, and I signed up for a new health insurance plan that's way more expensive than what I have now, but looks like it might actually cover medical costs, unlike what happened last year when my foot swelled up. And I had to go to the doctor and ended up spending over $1,000 out of pocket just to get medicine to get the damn thing to stop swelling. But I digress. The past few days have been pretty busy for me because I have not been live streaming constantly. I got a lot of stuff done that normally I wouldn't be able to do, okay? So today being that it was Black Friday, also another day when I said it makes sense for me not to gameplay stream today because it allows me to drive my girlfriend to work and maybe get some more stuff done. So got up at 7 this morning, drove her to work. Surprisingly enough, not many people out. And this is very surprising to me because at least back in Connecticut, when I used to live back in Connecticut, I know it used to be absolutely crazy on Black Friday. I mean, you'd be taking an actual health risk in a lot of cases to go out on Black Friday with the amount of people on the roads, the amount of people who were tired, angry because they didn't get the deals they wanted, not paying attention as they drive, just generally being assholes. And I never usually go out on Black Friday because of that. This year was the first year where, in a long time, I was kind of forced to do it. So yeah, we were drove her to work, and there was almost no one on the road. I couldn't believe it. Even the mall, which typically you would think the mall is going to be super packed. That's where all the stores are. That's where all the deals are. It's half empty. Most of the spaces in the mall were empty. I mean, keep in mind, it was early in the morning, but most of the stores in the mall were opened already today. So I don't know if just the deals were all so many on Thursday night, because a lot of people don't realize this, but now we have stores that open Thanksgiving night. Maybe all the good deals were then, and everyone was pooped out from that. I don't know. But hey, it certainly was a good thing, okay? It was not a very strenuous trip to bring her to work. Now, I actually have to pick her up later tonight. I have to pick her up around 6 p.m. my time, which is a whole other animal. 6 p.m. on a Friday night. You got people going out, you know, after work / shopping, you know, for stuff. You got restaurants, people going out to dinner. And I get the feeling it's actually going to be more busy tonight when I go to pick her up rather than when I dropped her off. But hey, the good news is because I'm not live streaming, I'm not confined to a set schedule where I had to be here or there at a certain time. Therefore, I have the flexibility to maybe even head over there a little early and see, you know, what I can... maybe get a parking spot or something and sit there for half an hour and wait for her to get out of work or something. I don't know. I'll see, but it's good. Staying away from live streaming the past couple of days has been good. Not live streaming for the next couple or a few days is going to be good. And therefore today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to finish Watch Dogs 2. From what people are saying, there's 4 major missions left in the game, and each one runs about a half hour to 45 minutes, depending on how long it takes you. So I'm thinking another maybe 3 or 4 hours or so of gameplay here, and I'll probably wrap up with Watch Dogs 2. So that's my goal for today, is to at least finish the game. Now, ideally, what I would like to do is at least start on, if not complete, my review for Watch Dogs 2 today. I don't know if that's going to happen. Realistically, it's all going to depend on how long does it actually take to finish the game. And how much time tonight when I pick up Leanna will I be able to get home, eat dinner, and have more time to work, or is it going to be a 2-hour drive to get to and from the freaking mall, right? With all the crazy ass traffic and stuff that there might be. I don't know. That's why I'm not promising anything. I am gonna do a solid effort to finish the game today, because at least then it'll be done, and it'll leave me with the freedom to focus on other things for the rest of this weekend, which is what I want to do. Okay. So best case scenario, Watch Dogs 2 concludes and I release my review for it today. Worst case scenario, at least I'm going to make major headway in progress and hopefully at least still beat it. We'll see. If I don't review the game today, I hope to Sunday night maybe complete the review. Alright, so, maybe I'll get a headway on it today. Maybe I'll do like some of the voice work and get some of the components of it together. Maybe I won't have time to edit it, but maybe then Sunday night I'll edit it and release it. Because I want to get this game in the books, so that I can move on, because as you guys and gals know, first of all, I've got to resume my Pokemon Moon playthrough, which I've been kind of craving all freaking week, because I really like Pokemon. So I cannot wait for that. That's going to be tomorrow, by the way. For those who've been waiting and eagerly, anxiously craving more Pokemon Moon, that playthrough will resume tomorrow, Saturday the 26th, right here on DSPGaming, okay? And it will also be going on Sunday, so 2 straight days of Pokemon Moon coverage for you. Monday is my return to streaming with my Indies Marathon. And right now, at least from what I saw, some of the games leading the polls are Hotline Miami 2, possibly Postal 2, which I certainly didn't expect that. And a few others. I think Darkest Dungeon was in there, and at one point it was up in the polls, but I'm not sure. I have to double check, because I haven't checked it now in a couple days. I've been so busy with all the holiday stuff going on here. I haven't really had a chance to, much chance to check the forums or anything. So I'll check up on that. But, yeah, that marathon, 3 to 4 games are going to be played over a, 7-hour or so live stream starting at noon Pacific time on Monday. And you might say, well, where's that going to be streamed? Is it going to be right here on YouTube like usual? Or will it be on Twitch TV? Because I have been examining the possibility of returning to Twitch. I have a few updates for everyone, okay? First of all, my Twitch TV channel is reinstated. If you're not aware, twitch.tv/DarksideFilled now exists again. You can actually find it again. But there's good news and bad news. The good news is all of my followers are intact. Over 30,000 followers who were following me on Twitch TV when I used to stream over there, okay? Also, the ability to run advertisements has been retained. It still exists. It's still there. I can still run ads, and I can tell you this right now. The other day, the channel basically came back, okay? Now, I didn't even know this. I was busy doing other stuff. I was playing games. I guess people got wind of it on the internet, and a bunch of people rushed over there. I made 9 cents. Yes, I made 9 cents of revenue when people ran to the channel, and I guess the channel must have played some ads, which is hilarious because I wasn't live streaming, yet apparently my channel played ads for some people. Don't ask me how that works, but the channel claims that I made 9 cents of revenue. So if anything, what this is actively showing is that, I do have the ability to run advertisements and make money on the channel still. That was never disabled. It's still there. So that's good news. The bad news. Number one, the chat is disabled on my channel page. And you can still access the chat. You need like a direct link to get to it. But obviously most people aren't going to know that. So if I were to live stream on this page right now, most people would not be able to access the chat. Number two, my subs button is missing. Now here's the weird thing. I looked at my dashboard on Twitch, okay? And it still tracks how many active subs you have, and it still shows sub revenue. So I still have the ability to get subs. It still exists. It's in there. It's in the stats and everything, but the button doesn't exist on my channel. I guess maybe they removed it when the channel went inactive or something. I have no idea. Maybe what it is, they didn't want someone finding a backdoor into the channel and accidentally subbing when I wasn't using the channel. Because obviously that would be messed up to be paying the $5 a month or whatever it is. I don't even know if it's still $5 a month. That's how far long away I've been from Twitch. I don't have any idea. But yeah, I'm sure they didn't want that risk. That's a financial risk of someone coming in, investing money, and then finding out, whoa, Phil doesn't stream here anymore. So I can kind of understand why they might have wanted to do that, okay? So anyway, that's missing. And also, I have no ability right now to change any of the pictures on my Twitch channel. I can't change my avatar. I can't change the header on my channel like I tried, and it just gives me an endless errors. So what it seems to me has happened is Twitch did turn the channel back on, so at least it's visible. And I think it does have basic, like, I think if I wanted to stream on there, I probably could. But the fact that the chat isn't enabled, you know, it's basically, I don't think I want to yet. Not until the channel is at least back. If I don't get the subs button, that's not a huge deal. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, it's nice to be able to get subs. I know people have already offered that they would sub to me, but that's not really the reason I'm streaming over there. I would rather just have the channel be functional and have a chat that's working, and right now it's not, you know? So, it kind of sucks, especially because I can't really change anything. Like, there's this picture that it says, oh, here's the times that I'm going to stream, and here's everything, and it's not accurate anymore, and I need to fix it, but I can't because it won't let me change the pictures. So I did actually write Twitch again. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. I know I wrote Twitch again, another note, and I said, you know, thanks for re-enabling the channel. By the way, I just want to bring this clear. I still haven't heard from Twitch at all. Like, I submitted the request earlier this week to have the channel reinstated, and they never responded. Like, I didn't get a message from them at all saying, oh, it's on, or here you go, or yes or no. They just did it without even, like, giving me any kind of line of contact. So I submitted a second request saying, you know, thanks for doing that, but all these features are missing. Can we get them turned on? Because I'd like to stream on Monday if possible. So if everything somehow over this weekend gets magically fixed, if this, you know, the chat's working and I can change all the banners, and hey, if the sub button comes back, that would be an even added bonus, then there's a chance that this coming week I will be streaming on Twitch TV again. It's been 2 years since I left. It'll be, you know, the 2-year return, I guess, right? But if it's not back by Monday, especially the one thing in particular that's really nagging at me is that chat. I want that chat to work, you know, because you know you're going to have an influx of people who are going to want to participate, and you're not going to be able to if the chat don't work. So if that's not back by Monday, then it looks like we're just going to be streaming as usual on YouTube. You know, business as usual, and it'll be what it is. What it is. You know, I wish that I could make it, you know, happen or work better or whatever. I can't. I don't work for Twitch. I certainly don't have any clout over there to make these guys do any favors for me. So we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. Now, the reason that I'm pretty much not expecting Twitch to move too quickly is because, if you're not aware, it's a holiday weekend here in the United States. As I just mentioned, we had Thanksgiving yesterday. Today's Black Friday. Typically, people who are in office jobs, all right, aren't working. So that probably means the Twitch staff is off for this long weekend and probably not back until Monday. So obviously, if they're not back until Monday, unless they fix things last minute, I don't think that this stream is going to be on Twitch. So just throwing that out there, unless a miracle happens or someone, you know, does something, does me a solid, which I don't expect to happen, we're probably just going to be streaming on YouTube as normal next week until Twitch finally, you know, figures out what's going on with the stuff that's not enabled and starts enabling that stuff, all right? So the good news is that the steps to possibly return to Twitch streaming are in place. The bad news is, unfortunately, it's not ready yet, and, you know, I don't want to jump the gun and have a stream where half the people don't even know the stream chat where it is or whatever. So probably we're not going to be doing that. We'll see, though. We'll see. Play it by ear, all right? I'm very much looking forward to this coming week. In particular, the Indies Marathon, followed by Final Fantasy 15. I really am looking forward to Final Fantasy 15. I really want to immerse myself in it. And I hope that people are going to be excited for it, but I don't know anymore. Like, that's the bottom line. I just don't know anymore. I don't know what people are interested in and what they're not. It seems like some stuff I do I think is going to be good, and people don't care. Some people, some things I do I don't care about, or not necessarily I don't care about. That was the wrong wording. I don't think is going to be super popular. It's just something maybe more for me than anyone else, and it ends up being more popular than I thought. Way more popular. For example, my Sonic 06 Marathon back in August ended up being super popular. The Scarface playthrough, you know what? That's bullshit, because the Scarface playthrough wasn't popular. It's hilarious, because my Scarface playthrough ended up being popular amongst a certain group of people who only watch my stuff in order to make fun of me and be dicks about it, right? And they kept saying, oh, it's so popular, you should keep playing it, and it wasn't. If you actually look, it didn't get a lot of attention at all on YouTube. The streams, tons of people weren't coming out for it, so they're full of shit. They tried to overhype how much someone liked something so that I would keep playing it so that they can make their fucking montages, which of course they did, by the way, even though I haven't played Scarface since, what was it, either late August or September. They still made a montage, even though I haven't finished the game, so you figure that one out. Here's a montage of unfinished playthrough, which may or may not, you know, resume in the future. Stupid. But anyway, I am really excited for Final Fantasy 15. I know it's a game that's been in ridiculous amount of development time. I really want... I've stayed away from spoilers. I actually watched the Kingsglaive movie to prepare for this game. I'm kind of approaching it the same way that I approached Final Fantasy 13 many years ago, where I'm not really getting too immersed in it. I don't want to get spoiled on too much of the game. I know that, the thing is, I know there's been multiple gameplay demos. There's been this, there's been that. I've been staying away from it because I don't want to spoil the whole fucking thing, For me, it's more of the original discovery of the game, and the things as you're playing it is part of the most entertaining parts of the experience of gaming and making a playthrough of a game, not knowing everything ahead of time. So for me, I'm excited. I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, probably 2 full days where I'll be playing it on stream. And then more than likely what'll happen is later in the week, I'll back off significantly. I'll definitely reduce the amount that I'm playing it and maybe balance my days so it's maybe some Final Fantasy paired with, say, Pokemon or something like that. Because I don't want the people who are following the Pokemon Moon playthrough to feel left out because now, for 2-3 days I'm not going to be playing it. I do want to get back to that, and that'll be a balance until, hey, then we got Last Guardian and we got Dead Rising 4, so we got a ton of stuff going on here. And it's going to be a very crazy busy December as well, which, by the way, is the craziest month on YouTube for revenue. So don't be surprised if you see certain YouTubers pumping out an insane amount of videos this month, and or, oh, it just so happens that I'm doing this thing that probably is ridiculous and not in my normal span of what I would do because I'm trying to get some extra views, because this is when the month, December is the month when there's the most ad revenue. So just expect it. A lot of people, this is kind of their cash cow month where they try to do as much as possible. Me, December, I do 2 things. I try to wrap up the games that are going on from, the end of the year, and I start my year-end series. So for me, it's going to be business as usual, but usually I do have a great December. Last year, December was great. So I'm certainly hoping that this December will be great. I guess we'll see. Right? We'll see how well it does, and we'll go from there. I really don't have much else to talk about, and I really want to get back into Watch Dogs 2. Right now, it's actually almost 11 a.m. I've been up for a few hours, but obviously I woke up so early. I didn't want to jump right into gameplay, especially, when I wake up super early, my voice and everything, my throat's sore, I don't feel so good. It took a couple hours here to kind of have breakfast and relax a little. I took a little nap, and now I'm ready. And I'm jumping in, and I'm going to, for the next 3-4 hours, try to wrap this game up. Hopefully, if I do, I can work on the review and go from there. All right? Fair enough, everybody. I hope that you're having a good time here with this holiday weekend, whether you live in the United States or not. The holiday season is now upon us. It's time for us to start getting nice, to be nicer to each other, to be more festive, right? Start thinking about Christmas. A lot of good stuff going on. A lot of good food, a lot of good family, a lot of stuff. So, keep it in mind. Try to be nicer to other people. Don't be a dick to people. This is the season to be nice. It's hilarious because you still see the same idiots on the internet being complete assholes to other people. And you're like, dude, do you have no fucking semblance of happiness in your life that you have to be such a miserable dick to everyone? It's the holiday season, for God's sakes. Stop that foolishness right now and be merry. Everyone is a fucking internet Scrooge. All these internet Scrooges, these Grinches. These smelly, disgusting green Grinches. Fuckers. Alright, so anyway, I digress. That is it for today's daily update. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. I'm on to Watch Dogs 2. Hope that you'll check out the conclusion when it goes live later today on YouTube. And also, if I do get the review out, if not, that'll be out probably Sunday. And tomorrow, Pokemon Moon. Alright, folks? Alright, fair enough. Any more updates with Twitch or anything, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm headfirst into gaming. See you then.